Okay, what's going on, everybody? So I've been watching many a broadcast in and out, in and out, in and out. Well, because I got stuff to do and so forth and all that other stuff. And all I'm hearing is that I'm not going to even reference that person's name. What's up, Cheryl Burnell? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, CMAC TV? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Sarah Van? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm not going to reference that person's name that's caught up in that situation in Georgia. I call him the floating head because that's how I remember. That's how I know of him, was he had the floating head around. So I'm just going to refer to him as the floating head. I think that's the best way to deal with that situation. What's up, Detached? How you doing? Thank you for your always consistent support. I appreciate that. So I've been thinking about this. Every broadcast that I've gone to, Trezur Lane, Just Kenny, what's the other one? Jay Wilson. All I heard is them getting mad at people saying that they knew about the floating head. They knew the floating head had these kind of tendencies. And what's up, Tay-Bay Forever? And people saying, oh, they knew about the floating head. They knew he had these tendencies. And everybody, Jay Wilson talking about, oh, y'all post prophets and not pre-prophets, right? But there's people, especially one, who've been around here saying some of the most vile stuff about children and what they would do to children. See, this is the thing I always tell y'all. People who are able to actually think, then speak certain actions, those are the ones you need to watch, because they don't give a damn about formulating those thoughts and turning them into words and putting them out in the atmosphere. So what you gonna do, Nyca? What you gonna do, Pizarro? What you gonna do, ODS? What you gonna do, Trezur Lane? About Ken? What you gonna do? What you gonna do about him? Because he is one of the most notorious repeat offenders of that. See, never before have we had a situation in this area dealing with someone going to jail for what the hell? What the floating head is accused of. Never before in this area have we had someone that we know of that was actually a content creator going in and then being charged and dealing with the judicial system in the manner that the floating head is, right? Right? So everybody's like, oh, I knew. But what's up, Love Blake? But now you got people who said these things, who said these things. Let me get who said these things. So does it take somebody to get put in handcuffs for us to take action? Is that what we have to wait for? Is that what we have to wait for? Because I was sitting up here, people talking about protect our children, Trezur Lane sitting over there saying, protect our children and all this stuff. And none of y'all knew well, Trezur Lane, James. We've heard Ken say these things. So are we gonna sit up here and give him special rules of engagement? Because he's not been caught up in a legal situation yet? I just want to know. I want to know, are we dealing along the lines that you can say whatever thing you want to say about children, but until you get caught by the law, incarcerated by the law, then that's when the negative commentary comes. I want to know. Lady Nyca, you say that's your nephew. A lot of y'all reference that man as y'all nephew. And then even when I stepped up and said, why are y'all sitting up here tolerating this man that said this vile stuff? Even when he said he would smoke Fire Babe and her daughter, I said, why y'all not chastising this man? Why you letting them think that it's okay for that man to come around and talk to women in that kind of way? All I heard was crickets. All I heard, oh, you jealous. Jealous of what? Now you got a real life situation, and all I heard was, ooh, I knew about a floating head. I knew he was like this. But we got other people that we know are like this too by their own words, their own admission, and their own vocabulary, who say it repeatedly about. Now, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Because y'all gonna look kind of weird having that motherfucker on your platform with what he said about children and what he would do to children after what has just transpired with someone in this area. What's up, Rhonda? Vibrant Love. Let me say it again. Y'all gonna look kind of weird having that man on your platform after what's transpired. Because see, what happened with that man? Shit just got real. Shit just got real. Right? It got real. Oh no, he not. This fool is doing a burnout at the middle of the intersection. And where's the police at? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's the cops right there. Is that the cops? I don't know. Boy, sorry y'all. I don't know. The man just doing a burnout at the damn intersection in a Corvette. Really? And why? I don't get people these days. They putting everybody's safety in the middle of an intersection, y'all. This not no abandoned intersection that I'm at. This man doing a damn burnout, doing donuts. Anyway, sorry, but donuts, not burnout. Listen, but I'm burnt out about this situation. Once again, what y'all out? Listen, y'all. I got 85 people in this chat. I want y'all to see how they move. See how Nyca, Trezur Lane, Brianna, Pizarro, ODS. See how they move regarding Ken. Because all that they doing to make content and make money off of floating head name. Let's see if they really about that shit. Let's see if they really about children. I heard Pizarro say, I don't play about my sound bites. It shouldn't just be your sound about your sound bites. It should be about the world sound bites. But I bet you in 2 weeks, y'all had that motherfucker that sat up there and said the most grotesque things about what he would do to a child on your platform. And the sad part about it, he adds nothing. He adds nothing. He adds nothing. He's not even necessary to this area. And then he illegitimizes y'all so much because of what he do and what he say. And then I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. Auntie Nyca. Auntie Nyca. So Nyca, you like relatives that are that have pedophilia ways? I'ma say it. Let me say it. I got the balls to say it. Cause everybody like to tiptoe around shit, but shit just got real with the floating head, right? Shit just got real. All we heard, oh, I knew he was that. I knew he was that. I felt it. I saw him like that. Who did it? But you got a motherfucker over here telling you what he would do to a child. So what y'all women gonna be? Y'all gonna stand up for the children? Or y'all gonna sit up here and let a leprechaun keep playing in y'all face and then saying things that he would do, and then when he get caught up, let me say that once again, when he get caught up and shit get real, then y'all gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I thought he was just trolling." No, I don't believe in that trolling shit. I think trolling is a pseudonym for what they actually would do if they could do it. I honestly feel that way. Because let me just tell you something. If Floating Head had said what he was going to do, and now he in this predicament, how would y'all really feel? So I'm just telling you what may potentially happen. You letting Ken say all that shit on y'all platforms. All that stuff of what he would do to somebody else's child. Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ. Somebody just almost got an accident. Let me move the hell up out of here. Oh Lord. Anyway, so Kendall said all this shit about what would happen on y'all platforms, and then when it come to fruition, but y'all gonna look real stupid then, huh? Y'all gonna look real stupid. Y'all gonna look real stupid. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I could have prevented that. But by me sitting up there being accepting and receptive of his trolling ways, which he was only speaking the truth into air, hoping that it would manifest. And then when it does manifest, and you see that a child is harmed from it, how are you gonna feel? When you could have set up there and put him and chastised him and let him know that that shit okay, not okay. Because every other platform, y'all sit up there and ignore that shit, or you let him think that it's okay to do what he do and what he say. But once again, now we got a real life case of someone, the floating head, doing, I don't know, the particulars about the situation. Now, some people are saying the situation was a sting. I was listening to Kimmy, and they're like, "No, there ain't no scheme, no, damn, sting, because it's Jane Doe and John Doe." I ain't even look. I don't even look. I don't even want to know. The shit is weird. The shit is so damn weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird how it come about. I'm a person that's based on facts. I like to see facts, and I want to see some damn facts because I would like to know how this shit transpired, when it transpired, who was he? I heard something they talking about he was about to take these people somewhere. And I want to know. I was just like intrigued in that shit because it's like, damn, was it all planned out? Was it all plotted out? And you got, I just want to know. But because y'all talking about Roblox. What the fuck? Now he back again. Like a roach. Damn, I'm about to call 911. Damn. Sorry, y'all. He's just in the intersection back again. Doing motherfucking circles. Oh, sorry, y'all. That's scary, y'all. That's scary. I mean, I understand. I know we going back and forth. I understand somebody want to do that in the middle of the night. But we in an occupied intersection. And the cops are always around. Where they at tonight? Where they at tonight? Anyway, moving around. Yeah, he popped that back again in the Corvette. Silver Corvette like a roach. I'm like, what? Damn. Woo, child. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, y'all. Who know it? Beautiful aliens said they agree. I'm glad y'all agree. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? What they gonna do? Brianna, Pizarro, Nyca, ODS. What the fuck y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do about somebody not? Because this, I know I'm repeating myself, but the outrage, the campaign that I'm seeing is fucking fake. And is it a capitalization of what's going on with the floating head? That's all I see right now. Because all y'all, James up there talking about, oh, y'all didn't know that. Stop saying that y'all knew this. Stop saying that y'all, but we know that about motherfucking Ken. We know it about Ken. Ken done said what he would do to a child. So what y'all fucking gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Is it gonna have to take for him to get apprehended by the U.S. Marshals? Is he gonna have to take for the U.S. Marshals and the DEA and the FBI and the local police to visit y'all individually to understand the nature of y'all interaction with him when they doing an investigation? I'm just keeping it 100. And there's some other people that said some shit, but they not of this area. They're migrated, and I don't really feel like dealing with them in their outrage. I'm focused on who been over here and who done said shit on people panels that we know about. Okay, that we know about. Yeah, it's click and view, and that's the sad part about it. That's all it is. It's click and motherfucking. Ooh, let's sit over here and just get this. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. I feel they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn at all about Jane Doe and John Doe. All they sitting up here is clicking on a link for some damn dough. That's it. That's all they want. They don't give a damn. Because they don't care until what, like Pizarro say, it involves their soundbite. Then we supposed to care. Then we supposed to sit up there and get outraged because it involves them. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And I'm saying, because if y'all care so much about the black children and the potential victimization of children, then y'all will sit up there and tell somebody, don't say that shit on my platform. And then y'all really lead a blackout movement to not allow that person over here. But the person that I'm talking about, Ken, has had a repeated effort, a repeated times of sitting up here talking about women, children, and it just seems to get a pass by women. That's the crazy part about it. That's why he think he can say and do whatever he wants. So we gonna expect him to be the next one that sit up there and caught up in a situation. I ain't scared to say it. I ain't scared to say it. I saw the outrage and I'm like, what? Y'all circumstances of hell. And then y'all want to sit up here post profit and pre profit. Well, let's be a pre profit about the leprechaun. Let's be a pre profit about the leprechaun and what he said. What y'all gonna do? Ain't shit y'all gonna do. Cause y'all fake and y'all motherfucking phony until it sits up there and involve y'all. Why don't y'all start being motherfucking proactive on certain people? Then y'all will start seeing shit that's really changed because people were like, oh no, oh no. Worst thing that people fear over here is motherfucking rejection. That's the worst thing they fear is rejection. And once they start getting rejected by content creators because they start saying some sick stuff, y'all go enough with each other. So why you gotta bring children into it? I don't never understand why y'all gotta go just as low to get. I know you want to get them right in the gut where it hurt, but why y'all gotta go that far, right? But once you start rejecting people and not allowing them on your platform, and now they in a place of solitude, they will soon get the message, and many others will soon get the message. But y'all too scared to send a message. That shit is never okay. Never okay. To say what you would sexually do to a child, and y'all just sit up there and just oh and that's from some of our most elders, our OGs, who condone that behavior. And let me just be honest, it ain't many people that do that kind of shit. So it's weird to me that the few people that do it, y'all won't chastise. That's the weirdest part. I could understand there was a plethora of people doing that. And y'all be like, oh, I'm worried about my numbers. I'm worried about my numbers. I'm worried about my numbers. I'm worried about nobody will come. It's just one or two or three or four people who do that shit. And y'all scared to even say shit to them. That's weak. That's weak. I ain't scared to say something. I'll say it. And everybody know what I'm saying is motherfucking truth. And we heard it. So what y'all gonna do? Child, hold on one second. Oh, okay, all right, man. Hold on one second. Business is calling. Hold on one second. I ain't never seen this person do so fast in my life. Ooh, child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. Mm. All right. He said he needs to be. What you say? He needs to be. I'm not gonna go that far, but I'm just making this video because don't sit up here and start saying, "Oh, I told y'all." No, y'all can stop that shit. Because once I tell y'all, people who put that stuff in, I side eye people who come on lives and say things that they say. Just like Lemon. Lemon will come on and say some foul ass shit about what he would do to somebody's wife and all that. I said, you say what you say, you think it, you put it in the words, and you not too far off from doing it. And that's what I say. And that's why I don't tolerate that shit. So now that y'all have, because with us, it takes for somebody to be incarcerated for us to think that okay, it's real enough, right? It's real enough, you know. That's so sad that it takes that much for us to then take some proactive measures. But once again, to Nyca, to Trezur Lane, to ODS, to Pizarro, What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Cause y'all been the main ones that sit over here and been receptive of him. Oh, that's just him. Pampering him like he's a little baby. But now we got a real life situation where now somebody that got incarcerated for acts on an underage person, and we got people on this application saying what they would do to an underage person. Right? That's all. What y'all gonna do? I want to know what they're gonna do. Madam Delphine says, hopefully Steve TV come over. I just left him a message so he would know the truth. They lied and said that they know what? That they know anybody? What you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Michi Black? How you doing? Thank you for being here. My dog says, let me tag my buddy CT because Sassy and others was over that line saying they ain't know nobody. Well, you gonna see a lot of people do a lot of what they call that PR campaigns. Tracy, Ken, Brian, even the pastor are all the same. They won and they play like he won part of it. Well, I'm sure. I'm sure. I would too. I mean, shit. Well, let me not say that. What they scared is what they're scared of. Let me just say what they're scared of. So, what's his name? Trezur Lane mentioned something today where he sat there and said, "Oh, y'all deleting videos now. Y'all deleting videos now." What? And he's like, "I ain't deleting no videos." Well, it depends really on the content creator, and let me tell you why. Because do you want your shit on a news report off of YouTube when he was on your platform? Do you want your shit admitted into evidence in the discovery process when he was on? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, that's why people probably they scrubbing their videos right now because they don't want to get tied up in no shit. It ain't about erasing history. What happens if that shit grows some legs and it really gets into a case and your stuff plastered in the Georgia Gazette or some damn newspaper or some online and part of their story is him being on your platform. That ain't a good look. That ain't a good look because you know what that means. That your ass might be part of that too. You know what I mean? Hmm. So I don't know what to tell anybody that's in that situation because I don't know. I ain't in that situation. But child, I don't know. I know some people maybe got his name in the damn title. I won't put his name in the title either. Discovery? Y'all heard of that? Anyway, that's what I'm just saying about the situation. What you say? They lied, meaning they were over there playing like they didn't know, or uh, you know, sassy. You know, sassy is a moonwalker. She'll backpedal on you in a minute. As long as it benefits her. You know, I don't know who that is, Love Blake, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just, you know, I don't know. And then Treasure Lane had a very good point. Think of the people who came. Just think of the people who come over here who's trying to gain immediate acceptance. And he had a good point. He said, "Oh, the key to get into the B sector, if you a man, is just start saying that you're a protector of women and all that. And ain't guess who came over here with the same motherfucking MO and blueprint? Ken, the leprechaun. He came on top. I'm the only straight man, and I'm protecting women. Then the women fall for that bullshit, and then he come out and then disrespect them. That is the blueprint. If you try to break into it, just come in defending the women, and you'll be a-okay against the gays and the lesbians. Please don't call that man that, Madame Dolphine. I'm not saying he is that, but his vernacular, his conversation does, he's made his conversation is that of definitely sexually suggestive towards those under the age of 18. And that's not good. And he's getting repeated past by the gatekeepers who are over here. So why he getting that's what's kind of effed up. You want to go on and do commentary about somebody who did something to children, but yet you got somebody in y'all face who said they're gonna do something to children, and y'all ain't do shit about him. To me, that's the highlight of hypocrisy. How can y'all look at yourselves in the motherfucking mirror and be like, "Oh, you cool? Come on up, come on up, come on." But you know he done said shit, and he 2 steps away from doing it in real life. 2 steps away from doing it in real life. So you can't say, "Oh, that won't really happen," because no, we got a case of it happening now. So we gotta wait till somebody actually do it. No, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. So somebody gonna sit up there. That's like sitting up there saying, "Oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna light y'all all up." Oh no, don't take him seriously. And then so he gotta come in with a damn AK-47 and light y'all ass up to take him serious. No, stop sitting up here acting and waiting for the action that they said they gonna do to motherfucking happen. I'm tired of that shit. That man said he would do certain things to children. So we gotta wait for him to do it to children, and this been going on for years. So don't y'all motherfuckers do another motherfucking live about that floating head and all that shit unless y'all gonna sit up here and do something about some people who said that shit about y'all in y'all face today. Cause y'all looking like a fool. Acting like y'all really care and don't give a motherfucking damn. Because the bitches and the hoes and the niggas who are up in y'all face saying that shit right now, they go get you ain't gonna sit up there and block them out. You ain't gonna sit up there in the next live you do and they hit your link. Your first question you should ask them. Because the first thing you're gonna be like, well, it's not my responsibility to tell them what not to say. What okay, since you wanna play that fucking game, then sit up there and ask them, well, okay. Let's say Ken hit the link over Brianna. The first question Brianna should ask them, well, Ken, there's been some controversy about what you said, about what you would do to children. Do you still feel that way? What do you have to say about it? Then from his answer, then go from there. But there needs to be a reevaluation of these motherfuckers who said they would do stuff to children. I listen, I'm very reasonable. Okay, I am very reasonable, but there's got to be some reevaluation of these motherfuckers after what done happened with Floating Head, who down in jail and can't get out. There's got to be a reevaluation and a reassessment of those who said shit about what they would do to children and see if they still feel that fucking way right now. That's what all y'all motherfucking content creators need to sit up here and do with these content creators or these I don't know, these panel hoppers who said they would do certain things to children. Next time they hit your link, ask them, get a barometer of how they fucking feel. Because all we gonna know is about what they said in the past, and what they said in the past ain't making you look good. So you, Brianna, Trezur Lane, Pizarro, ODS, you let the motherfucker sit up there and hit your link again. We're gonna start side-eyeing all y'all. We're gonna start side-eyeing all y'all. We're gonna start thinking that you like people who sit up there and harm children. That's what we gonna think, because it took for something to get real for now y'all to see that it has a tendency to become that. So now you welcome him up on your platform. Hi guys, how you doing? So you gonna welcome up a person who gonna sit up there and say they will harm children. So we see how you get down there. If you don't sit up there and kind of chat, we want you to question him. Does he feel the same way about that shit? Since you want us to burden us with that person's presence every motherfucking way, like he got clout or some shit, like he a star. That's the least y'all could do. Since y'all trying to capitalize on this moment, that's the least y'all can motherfucking do so that y'all don't come across fake. That's 100 on that shit. Ask him. I ain't say ban him. I ain't say black him out. I'm being reasonable. I'm being motherfucking reasonable. Question. Ask him. The next time he hit your panel, that should be the first thing you want. Ken, you know there's some things going on. We just want to get a barometer on how you feel, and do you still feel the same way about assaulting children and go from there. That's what you at least owe them people who y'all sitting up here manipulating for clicks and views. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Hold on, I gotta be right back because this thing keep cutting off. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back. So let me see what y'all saying. No, I'm good, Cosmic Girl, but I don't. It making me mad. It making me mad, Cosmic Girl, because I'm seeing what they doing. They acting like they care, but they don't give a fuck because nothing gonna fucking change. Nothing fucking gonna change. Like they have ability to at least show that they give a damn because they interact with the person that is representing the behavior of the motherfucker that's in jail. They have a relationship with the motherfucker who the most on here is representative of the behavior of the motherfucker in jail. That's all I'm saying. So you associate with that dude, but you think it's cool, but anyway. Boss ass says, "Hey, Sir K, I think Ken and Jess Crystal are the most vulgar and predatory people ever. They're always talking weird about kids." Well, I don't know nothing about Just Crystal. Just Crystal ain't even really open from over here. I'm talking about this person that they welcome over here, and he been ingratiated with everybody from day one since they sent him over here to go after Sir King. I'm like, why the fuck of all how and what and why we gotta tolerate him? Right? It's just weird. What was the lady's name that Ken threatened her about what he would do to her? Fabe. Fabe is the one. I know. Fabe is what I know. But I'm sure he threatened a whole plethora of people. Hmm. Leak was it Leak You? Leak You and he and her were going back and forth. ODS brings children on to get cash out. It's weird. He brings on children who not even hit the child. I don't even know about that situation. Rhonda, I know what you're saying, but I ain't gonna try to talk about that because that's weird. That is a weird situation that I don't want to give no commentary about. Because one, I don't know the familial relationship of that situation. I really don't. I really don't. And I feel it'd be out of place for me to talk about that and it's involving a minor and I don't even know it. Like some people have already remarked on the situation and I don't pay attention to that dynamic. I know he got like a fan base who likes when that child comes on there and they like to give to that child. Okay, that's fine. I mean, people love children and I'm not going to knock that situation. It is what it is, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. So, and allegedly Sparkles child. I heard about that too. Like, what's up, Victoria? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't like that fake ass shit though. That's all I don't. I don't. I don't like. Colorful, lovable says I don't watch a lot of CC. You were talking about, but this is the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. But I mean, I'm like we gotta. Sometimes we gotta put. We can't let the bullshit go. Like they want to sit, like I said, I know I repeated myself. They want to do a marathon lives about the floating head and what he did, and if they knew what he gonna do, and I knew he had a tendency. But once again, there's motherfuckers in your fucking face telling y'all that they have the tendency. They have thought up what they would do to a child and had the nerve, the lack of restraint to tell the lack of the strength to just tell y'all and then verbalize. That's the crazy ass shit to me. And they are welcome on these platforms again. And most of these platforms are women platforms who should be the number one guardian and protector of children, who should not even allow such vocabulary to be spoken. Pizarro always talking about male identified, male identified, male identified. Well, where's your motherfucking women's empowerment, Pizarro, to stand up and not let that fuck ass shit that he said about what he would do to children and women be spoken? Since you the motherfucking ringleader. But that's that circumstantial bullshit I'm talking about. And then y'all probably let that nigga up there on y'all platform tomorrow, thinking that everything he said is fucking okay. I don't play with that shit. When people make cruel jokes, what they tell you, a joke is a form of truth. Because you know, if you put that in words, that's you just two steps of doing that shit. That's how I feel. It's just another step of doing. If the opportunity presents your stuff, you're gonna sit over there and can potentially do something. Anyway, what's up, Keena? How you doing? But SK, many of those same women channel holders. Keena, Keena. I understand they speak foul, very foul. But I rarely hear women being sexually suggestive about what they would do to a child. I rarely hear that. I rarely hear a woman say what they would do sexually to a child on here. I heard Ken. I've heard. I'm not mentioning nobody else. I know if I mention them, it will create another fucking firestorm. And I don't want to create no motherfucking firestorms. I'm focused on this motherfucker because he's the most vulgar, and he's been over here for years. Those other people that come into mind been over here for maybe a year. He's been over here for years, and he's been under the bosom of some of our most seasoned female content creators. So I want to just lament on that their behavior and their tolerance of that. And they said, "Oh, we spoke to him." I remember when Nyca and Bless did drop his ass, and they sat up there and welcomed him back and all that shit, thinking he was okay. So I'm just saying, we just gonna let it know that okay, you can sit up here and be sexually suggestive to children. No, that's not. I'm not gonna allow that. I can't sit there and have y'all sit up here and do a live and breaking news and all this shit. And here go a Negro up here saying what he gonna do to. No, that don't fly. That don't fly. Y'all, you know the thing with the B sector, everything can be disguised as trolling, joking, entertainment, my show, the internet, until shit gets real. Until shit gets real. The same thing with IHOP. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Come see me. Pull up. And then what happened? Shit get real there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. Oh, we can troll. We can say this. Oh, it's just joking. I'm just joking, you know. But now you got a real life situation dealing with some predatory activity. So are we gonna still say, oh, that's just the internet until we wait till somebody else gets caught up? Does it always have to be something that happens offline for then y'all to get the point that the shit is just the shit the line is very thin. The line is very, very thin between virtual and reality. Insane. My Dom says they are not trolling. They don't know the definition. I think they don't know the definition of trolling either. I really do. Blast stopped dealing with Ken. It may not have been because of that, but she ended it. Because he was messy as hell and a liar. Colorful, I appreciate it, minor. Okay, that's what y'all talking. Okay. Let me take that down. He's the worst that ever was over here. Mm. Tracy has, but we don't know if she. You said that's true. I've never heard that. Yeah, I've never heard a woman say what they would do, know, to a child. What's up, Nessa? Oh, sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to put that membership right there. They got that all up and down the damn thing. What's that? No, I agree. I think like I just say they use vernacular to disguise their borderline sick behavior. Like, oh, I'm just trolling. When the pressure starts to mount on their ass, I'm just trolling. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. No, don't joke with me like that. I don't play that shit in real life. You'd be like, oh, I'm just joking. No, don't do that shit. Um, yeah, right. What? Now, you know what? Ronnie needs to stop talking about that story. And anybody could talk about anything they want to say. Let me just get that straight. So, Rodney, I'm not telling you to shut up. But every time you start talking about that story, about that, I don't know if it's a boy or girl that came out to you in that hospital, that's something that don't need to be shared on here. It don't. Because the optics just don't seem right. It don't sound right. It don't seem right. And I know maybe that child picked up that you were of the community. But every time you tell her that, it's just like, okay, you know. But that's what I gotta say. Yeah, Ronnie, don't tell that story. It just don't because everybody was like, okay, all right, you know. And then I feel bad for the children. I feel bad for the children this day because they're over sexualized so early. Right? They got access to porn. They got their friends. They got Taylor Swift. They got Beyonce. They got people being over sexual. They got sexual lyrics. You cannot go and listen to a motherfucking hip hop song with somebody telling, "Oh, you lick my coochie, you eat my ass, I suck your dick, I pop that pussy, lick it fast." It's like what, what? You know? I'm like, damn. We got every time you turn to social media, it's they dancing to some vile music, some vile pop. Twerk it, twerk it, twerk it, twerk it, shake that ass, shake. I'm like, no, you should be shaking the motherfucking book. That's what you should be shaking. That's what you should be shaking, you know? But it's I don't know. I think social media was designed to make the future generation stupid because the government knows if you have stupid people, then they're easy to control and manipulate. And I'm like, damn, I see that shit right in our face today. It's dumbing down our future. Like they can't tell time. They can't go into a store right now. They were working around how to damn behind a cash register. They don't know how to give you no change back. They're like, oh my, I see it. I see it. I see it. Ooh. They say Ronnie and Shaquem got a sticky. I don't know. They can't count either. But they can count up. They can't listen. They can't do multiplication tables. I'll tell you that much. Ask them what 7 times 3. What? 7 times 3 times. What a time? What? You asking me for the time? No, fool. What's 7 times 3? I don't know, y'all. Excuse me. I don't know. But other than that, that's my commentary, y'all. That's all I really want to say. I heard Kwani did a video. I don't know what Kwani had to say, but I'm sure she get passionate about shit like that. But miss me with the fake outrage. That's all I gotta say. Miss me with the fake outrage. Are y'all gonna be of action? Oh, that motherfucker gonna be on somebody's panel. They're gonna probably tell him to chill out for a week, chill out for 4 days, let it blow over, and then he'll pop back up again. So. How did Rita appeal go through and they said she didn't violate any rules for the whole Funky Kitty was out? I don't know. I really haven't watched that. Well, I have not watched that Rita Hit situation. I just hear it about the vibes. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You said Kwani had a lot to say about it. Okay, I have to check her out. Perfect Cursor Writing is out, and then Jules Santana says black people don't need to read. Everything, when they say put something, if you want to hide something from black people, put it in the book, right? That's what I do. Yeah, y'all gotta start reading, man. Y'all gotta start reading. And don't give them a nickel or a dime goes from off their account. Yeah, no, don't give them a penny either, child. Don't be like, oh, just give us. You give them a 20, you got a $13. You got a $13 bill, and say, oh, just give me a 5 and 2 ones. What? What? Boy, that's crazy. They definitely know how to cuss out people. That's what oh yeah, they know how to curse out people. They know how to be rude. But they know how to be rude. They know how to be rude. But let me just say this: there's a few good kids out here. It was a few good kids out here, but the majority of them just their mama and daddy want to be their friends. Their mama don't know how to, Now we got a generation of kids that been raised by the iPad. The iPad is their mama and their daddy. Mama, da, and they who your mama, da, the iPad. Who's your mama? Who's your da? iPad. What's your mama name? iPad. What's your dada name? iPad. So that's all it is. Throw the baby the iPad. The baby gonna sit there for 8 hours. Just make sure to stay plugged in, okay? Because once you start playing in, he gonna come bother you. So it used to be a dog. It used to be a damn what they call a baby doll. Now it's an iPad. Ooh, anyway. There are so many wonderful people who are doing great things. Just look around and you'll see so much many beautiful faces with good hearts. Girl, get out of here with that. That was 20 years ago. You better start with that "We Are the World" comment. That was Michael Jackson time. We are the world. We are the children. Not today. Not today. Today is sexy red. Pop, 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 pop. Shoot 'em up. Shoot 'em up. Pop, 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 pop. I don't see no. I rarely see some good kids. They always setting up stuff. They always want to see what's going to happen if they do this. Listen, no. Sorry, soul sister. That's that. Like I said, Michael Jackson. We are the world to make the world a better place. So let's keep living. Mm-mm, mm-mm. There's goodness out there, but it ain't like it used to be. These kids bad. And they lie and they manipulative. These kids know they could get away with beating the motherfucking teacher. You know what? Oh, that hit me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Lord, I couldn't. What you gonna do? I dare, boy. This kid said, what you gonna do? Boy, maybe in your world, but the only time I see out of control children, child, girl, where do you live? Girl, where do you live? Where do you live, girl? Where I want to know where you live. Woo! Like I said, there are some good kids who okay, but I can't I can't say that for the majority of them. That's all I'm saying. Their parents is AI, sure is AI. All right, y'all. Well, that's what I got to say. Who's label says, yeah, yeah. Janet was what? A full blown naked doing squats naked while lying. I don't know how Rita got that video back up. I don't know what she did. I don't know. Maybe she said it was for education. Then they said Brianna got struck. Child, then they said lemon mama name and striking people. Hi, y'all, boy, I tell you, boy, when y'all want to sit up here and get somebody and act like it's a damn ghost or something else, y'all really like y'all like really like to psychologically torment people. Badkidsareus@gmail.com. That's my email. They like to psychologically motherfucking torment people. They using lemon mama name to strike pages. I was like, boy, y'all grimy as hell. Y'all gonna sit up there and use that man mama. They said that lemon mama name took out Brianna. I'm like, how the hell? Somebody told me, oh yeah, lemon mama name took out Brianna. I was like, what? Lemon Mama took out, and then they said Lemon Mama took out his page. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. What? Lemon Mama struck his page? Like that, yeah, that's the name that came across. I was like, what? I said, you lied to me. I was like, wait, I was scratching my head. That's the longest time I had scratched my head in a moment when I received the message on IG. I was like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, Lemon Mama name. They got Lemon Mama struck Lemon. I was like, they said they used Lemon Mama name. I was like, how the hell they use Lemon Mama name to strike? I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. So I thought they were saying that now there's a rumor that Lemon Mama name is used in the monetization. Child, I was like, give that lady some damn rest. Damn. That lady come home to the foolishness. Now y'all bringing her ass on the foolishness for monetization. Now you using the lady name to take out pages. Now Brianna on Twitch, because she always itching over there trying to reconcile and get over there and stay stable on the damn platform. Now Brianna had to run over to Twitch. Brianna and Twitch, ooh, know it, because she is a witch. Ooh, that's always itching. Now she over there on Twitch because she got knocked down because the person who knocked her down used Little Mama name. I was like, what? Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all want to stick it to somebody, y'all stick it to them. Y'all stick it to him. And apparently, like, tomorrow is Lemon's court date. I don't know. They said Lemon said it moved. Why the court date moved? Why the court? Now, see, Lemon, I would be worried why the court date moved. Did the court need to reassess and address and research the information that has been sent to them? That's scary. Why the fuck they moved the court date? Lemon, you should be concerned. Why? 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 Because we heard that it was moved before 3 other times when you didn't show. Now this is a mandatory appearance, and now they say move it. Why? What? It is close to Christmas. Who knows? What you talking about? It had to be somebody who knew his mom's name. Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that. Oh, we know that. We know there's somebody who out there doing what they doing, looking up what Lemon damn giving. I mean, Lemon done help them out. You know, Lemon done help them out tremendously, tremendously, tremendously. You know, mm-mm. You don't live in a bubble, girl. Okay, well, you live in a fantasy world. Lexi says, I sat here for the longest. It was sent to myself. Why does that beautiful look funny? I don't know. You got to talk to her about that. Oh, let me see what y'all saying. I hard to believe somebody knew his mom. So, the question is, how do they all know that child? Because there are privacy invaders, and he put out stuff that self-identify him. You know, I think it was a flag. Well, I guess so. They always move court dates, SK, especially around the holidays with the judges. Oh, okay, I got what you said, kid. Okay, I don't know. Mm, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I hope you ain't got a what they call it, a PA, public attorney. I hope you ain't got a PA, child. Anyway, but first, can't believe nothing he say though, because he said he didn't have nothing. Now he got something. Now he say what he didn't have was delayed. But now you saying what you didn't have was delayed, child. Of course, don't like to do much during the holidays. But is it the holidays yet? It ain't the holidays yet, though. The holidays start on the 24th. So I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I got 4 more minutes, y'all. I'm gonna make it to an hour just for y'all. They take his word for anything, man. Like I told somebody, like I told Malik this morning. I did not know who I was sitting next to. I don't like liars. I'm gonna tell you this much about my life, okay? I got a family member that lie. When we were growing up, they would lie so motherfucking much that I thought I was crazy. Let me tell you one time. Back in the day when they had that flip phone, back in the day when they had the flip phone, and then when you flip it open, it made a sound, and then when you close it, it made a sound. So I'm just, doing what I hear to do, and I hear the sound. I said, I know my phone ain't grew no legs and flipped open itself. So obviously this relative is looking at my phone. And I said, what you doing on my phone? Oh, I didn't do nothing. That wasn't me. I wouldn't mess with your phone. I said I heard the sound. Oh no, wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. I heard the sound. Oh no. Was not me. No, I'm telling you right now. Lie so much. Lie convincingly. Lie about the simplest thing, like lemon do. Going to the taco stand and shit. Simple lies that have you question yourself. What I learned, stay away from them. I don't have no damn engagement with that relative at all. Because whenever something come around, it's always a motherfucker. Like, I can't trust you. The thought of doubt you have implanted in my brain. And I'm gonna have to worry about even if you say you walked 5 steps, is that a lie? I can't deal with people like that. I don't like motherfucking lie. I will call you out on a lie in a minute. In a minute. So to know that Lemon was sitting next to me, and that motherfucker was talking about he was 25, 27, and he middle aged. I'm like, what the fuck? Religiously, they will always question that man on his age before oh, I'm 24. I'm much younger. I don't know anything. And your ass is up there. I knew something was wrong when he was referencing the Fresh Prince. I was like, you are antiquated as hell. Because the Fresh Prince ain't nothing that, like, you're a real, sorry if y'all Fresh Prince friends out there, but the Fresh Prince to me is real corny. And why the fuck do you have such an infatuation with him? Like, I just didn't understand that. That was weird to me. Weird to me. Let me see what y'all saying. Shaquem is a damn fool. How a poor ass ninja spend his money on chasing a listen. Okay, beautiful. That's a deep within itself. Because I think that turned lust into betrayal. They liked each other. They were hoping to get it on somehow, some way, somewhere. But somehow, um, that element of having that, whatever. Now, notice something. We ain't never learned. We don't ever know what is on what was shared. They say it's a flyer. He says it's a flyer. I'm like, okay. Of all the stuff that people tell on this thing, we ain't never heard nothing like that. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out the obvious. So that's just weird to me that they both keeping it a secret. So I don't know. That's just weird. But I do feel they had lustful tendencies for each other. I just feel that the way they talk, the way he got over here. How the hell he get over here in the first place? I don't even know. Um, our company stopped kid Christmas parties. Didn't want to be liable for workers drinking. I agree. That's a good thing. A lot of people don't know how to handle their alcohol. I stay away from that. I stay away from it. Living voice don't sound young. I knew he was way older. Now we all don't have crackheads in us. Well, I wasn't saying that relative was a crackhead. I like one though. Shakim is trying to please Big Burger Break. Yeah, I see him. He trying to ingratiate himself, but where he messing up at is Reed don't give a damn. He can do all the stuff in the world. Reed is not going to sit up there and put that on a bulletin board and say that she needs to respect him more because he put in work for her. Fuck no. Like that's why I told him he need to just like he doing too much. He just doing too much. He's trying to put in work for people who not going to appreciate it. Because let's just say Shaquille starts to surpass Brianna. She gonna be jealous as hell. So well watch those uncles bouncing those kids on their laps. They're trying to cop the field. I definitely don't. Okay. Well, y'all, that's all I got really. I just wanted to say this because this was on my heart all day. Really, to be honest, especially when I was sitting there watching Jay Wilson and Trezur Lane and then all that stuff that happened yesterday. I'm like, so what y'all gonna do about those motherfuckers that are out here telling you what they would do? Let me say it again. What y'all gonna do about them motherfuckers that's telling you what they would do? Let me say it one more time. So what y'all gonna do about them motherfuckers telling you what they would do? And y'all look real suspect after what has transpired, and y'all learned about hosting and allowing someone to sit on your panel that said they would do such things. That's got someone currently incarcerated for those such things that they said they would do. That's all I gotta say. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Um, Pastor a pervert child. What did Jay Wilson say? Jay Wilson got hurt, y'all. I mean, he got some psychological trauma, and I don't know what's going on. That man, look, y'all, that man got some hurt going on. This is probably conjuring up bad memories for him, to be honest. Thank you, Future Labor. I appreciate the comment. Thank you, Detached, as well. Um, he's probably got, I could definitely see Jay Wilson being taken advantage by an older woman. I really do feel that. I don't feel his sexual trauma came from that of a man. I feel it came from that of an older woman. And that's what I feel who manipulated him and whatever. That's what I feel. I could be totally off, I could be totally wrong. But the way he moved and the disdain that he has for women causes me to believe that yeah, there might be some legitimacy in it, you know. Um, yeah, so this is no, madam. I'm not gonna put it on his mama. I'm not gonna put it on his mama. I mean, you look at like how he grew up. I mean, in a trailer with what 6, 7 other people. That's that's a house. That's the art of survival. Whoever know how to get to the big piece of chicken first is gonna win most nights. If you don't, then you gonna go home. So, mm I don't know. It is something to think about. It really is. It really is. Well, and it happened. Sir, follow up. That happens bulldagger. Yeah, yeah. Religion's got a lot to play into that too. All right. Yeah, he's the last chicken breast. You know, whoever got the last one, whoever got the last usually got the bone. hmm And if he wasn't home, then oh well, you gotta wait till the next day. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $5 time. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I may be back again. Who knows? We'll see. Bye, y'all. Take care. And remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Like, damn, like. You know, sometimes these kids be waiting for somebody to sit up there and protect them, and we be like, "Ain't my business, ain't my responsibility," and then you wound up with a child who's hurt for life because you didn't want to get involved. So sometimes you just gotta see something and say something. You know? All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. Bye, y'all. Make sure y'all throw something loud before y'all leave. Take care. Bye, y'all.